Miranda surveyed her classmates about the number of cousins each of them has. Her results are shown in the box plot below. So we got this box plot that represents the number of cousins her classmates all have. Based on the data in the box plot, which statement could be true? All right, so let's read these statements and see what the best answer is going to be. Again, remembering that each part of the box plot is 25% or represents a quarter of the data. Doesn't matter how long each section is, it still represents 25% of the data. F says there are more students who have 7 to 9 cousins than 6 to 7. So what I said when I wrote that down, I said, hey, every section is 25%. It doesn't matter how long it is. This just shows where data is kind of clustered. So F says there's more that have 7 to 9. There would be more in this section. That's not a very straight line. More in this section. That's not a very straight line. Then there would be from 6 to 7 in this section right over here, which would go right up against there. And that's actually not true because you would have 25% in each section. Even though this one looks longer, it doesn't matter. That just means the data is more spread out. Still, only 25% of the data is represented there. So F is not going to work. G says the range of the number of cousins is 9. Well, range is from my beginning right over here and my end. I just subtract. So my largest number is 9. My smallest number is 3. 9 minus 3 is 6. It is not 9, so I've now eliminated 2 answers right over there. Let me clear some space. H says there's the same number of students with more than 6 cousins than the number of students with less than 6. So let's see. Let me erase some of this out. Again, we have our 25. So there is the same number of students with more than 6 than the number of students with less than 6. So that means we're right over here. We're kind of in this section. What that means is there's the same number on this way as there is this way with the data. Okay, well remember, there's 25% of the data there. There's 25 there. 25 in this part of the box, and 25 there. So that might work out, because 25 and 20 means I have 50% of the data on this side. And 25 and 25 there has 50 there. Sorry, that's a 25. Don't disregard that. Has 50 there. So again, 25, 25 is 50, 25, 25 is 50. So that answer kind of checks out because half of the data is on each side. So I might choose that one. I'm going to look at J. The most common number of cousins is 6. Well, you could choose that, but just because the median of the data, if I erase all that, just because the median of the data is at 6, that just means that was the middle number. That doesn't mean that that was the most common number. We can't really figure out what the most common number is from a box plot. A box plot doesn't give us that. It just tells us in 25% or in quarters where the data was concentrated. So on this one, the best answer is going to be H.